Okay, good afternoon. It is evening, sorry, not afternoon. It is day 63, 3 of doing this every day. Um, won't lie, this is it's getting pretty depressing. Um, the whole, you know, no interviews, no responses, no nothing. Um, it's not fun. I had my interview today with the Mass Department of Transportation. Um, And like I said, I didn't even care about it because it was just an accessibility position. And she said there was no coding at all, zero, um, in the job. And that, um, but the thing that I was originally, if I got it, I was going to potentially accept it. But now I'm not going to because she said there was no future employment opportunity. She said she was not looking for um, any part-time work afterwards, no full-time work afterwards. It's just they want someone for the summer because they need help with converting websites to the new Title II guidelines. Um, I don't care for that. I honestly rather work. I don't even know, doing something else, and not. That's not true. If I got nothing else, it would be better, for the summer to make money, because this summer I am going to need to, work a full-time job if I don't get an internship. Um, yeah, I mean, it just kind of sucks having no luck. And so I think at this point, I just can't continue down this same path of um, the same path of just applying to online positions in tech. Something has to change, whether that's trying to do my own thing. That's always, that's always something I can try. It'll take a lot of work and it'll be a lot of work, but um, you know, whether that's a SaaS project, whether that's going back to freelancing, whether that's, doing something, at least in the meantime, try to get something off the ground for the summer and then put time to that in the summer would be nice if I don't get something. I'm going to apply to REUs again. Again, not ideal. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to push off the REUs until I'll see what the deadlines are, but I think I'll push it off as late as I can just because usually when you get an REU, they want you to respond within a week or two, and I'd like a little more time to try to get a tech because 80% of the reason why I want an internship is for the return offer, right? Like, obviously the money's like nice. It's obviously gonna pay better than any job I can get over the summer, um, and the experience would be great, but more than anything, it's to get a return offer, so I'm not, you know I see all these doom posts on like Reddit of like CS majors who have been looking for a year or two at this point for a full time job. And I mean, I assume the majority of them are just pretty bad, and they just want to blame. They just want to blame the system or the market or whatever. Um, but I know there definitely are. I mean, I haven't even gotten the chance. That's the thing. It's like last year, I got like a handful of interviews. I know I at least got four. I want to say it's between like a range of like 4 and 7 interviews I got between phone screens and Zoom calls. And none of those led to anything. And obviously that is on me, right? Obviously, if you get the phone call or you get the interview, it means that they something about your resume attracted them. And so then it's your job to sell them on you and whatever they saw and force that um, and whatnot. And obviously, I was not good at that. Looking back on the recordings of those, I understand, a lot of stuff where I went wrong, where I wasn't selling myself. I wasn't, saying what I should have been saying. I wasn't confident with what I was saying. Um, just a lot of stuff that I should have changed. Um, but even with that, right? Um, um, Yeah, I don't know. Oh, sorry, I don't know what I was saying there. But like now, I've only gotten one opportunity. I've gotten two online assessments, and both of those I did pretty well on, but I didn't ace them. I got usually I think it was on both. Like the third question out of the three that they gave me, I only passed a certain percent. I didn't pass all the test cases like I did with the first two. So I guess that just automatically rules you out. So those two were duds, and that was for Roblox and IBM. Um, so yeah, um, I'll still do the applications, but I need to do something else. Like I said, whether that's doing my own thing or, I mean, my friend said to like look outside the tech industry, which I mean, honestly, uh, there is a lot of big companies that are looking for like. See, the only problem is that like they a lot of these companies have like very particular technologies that they're working with. It would have to be the case of like I don't know. It'd be weird. I'll definitely look into it and look like if there is postings or even if like yeah, I don't know. There's got to be a different approach here. There's got to be, or at least need to be trying something else because obviously the just just applying or even just going even career fairs haven't been career fairs have been quite bad. Like unless I have like an in with them, like if I have something where I can like bring up I've worked with part of their software, um, or so even that like there was MITRE, which is like a government agency. I worked with their vulnerability CVE data set, and I never got a call back. Like I literally worked with you know um something they've put together on a project that I did at a previous internship. And my conversation with the guy went great, and I followed up with the guy. I got nothing, you know, and I don't know. It's just pretty depressing at this point. So I don't know. Definitely need to change up something because yeah. Anyways, um, LeetCode. I don't think I'm gonna do a lot today. Um, Probably another two of these easies and then call it. Because I want to look at the REUs tonight, and then I'm going to um, look at like LinkedIn Handshake and stuff like that tonight. But yeah, pretty. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Also, I was thinking about maybe looking at some clubs at my school. Maybe something like that could give networking and connections. If I get into a club and I get some you know connections with people, at least out of college, I might have some referrals. So, and, good experience working with like a group like that of people who are, obviously like what they're doing, are good at what they're doing, like cybersecurity club or something like that. So yeah. So also, I realized the last 2 days I was talking about not getting copy stricken on the music I was playing. I had my desktop audio completely muted. So I'm gonna play it today and probably get copyright um violation on this video, but still gonna see. So I'll be right back. I'm back. Got a little social network soundtrack is what I've been playing. How bad is it if I turn off this light? Pretty bad. Ooh, I can do what I did yesterday. Which is lighting this candle. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Ah, I love this lighting. It's sick. Although I can't see my keyboard. There we go. Okay. Doing easy and a medium. Sounds like quite a day. Make sure. Ah, we're good. Given a string S, reverse only all the vowels in the string and return it. A, I, O, U, they can appear. As in start at the end and take this and put it here. A, E, I, O, U. So A, what? A swapped with I swapped with A. E swapped with E. E swapped with E. E swapped with O. But it's not a matching pair. It's literally like here. If we go through, we have E, E, O, E. Right? And so this would now be E, E, O, E. So I guess you could just go through. Okay, brute force way of doing this would be going through the array backwards and getting all of the vowels. Let's do brute first. So for each in actually, can I say whatever. Might just be too lower. Oh. Just lower. If that syntax is correct. Oh. Actually, I think that means the syntax is correct. Name lower is not defined. Message dot lower. But that would take A, E, E, I. Beautiful. And so then we'd say for each in S, if, well, instead of printing, we do, If sorry. S at index is equal to I think this will be an index error. Yeah. Isn't it like this? Oh. Wait, what? If I So if I's in vowels, right? So this would be in vowels. How about we just like S equals S dot lower. delete this. I don't know why that came back. Oh, it wants the upper cases. Damn. Okay, never mind. You know what I can do? I think just this, right? Cool. Cool. Is there a way we can, obviously there's a way we can make this more efficient, but what would that be? Time complexity here, this is definitely O of n. This is definitely O of n. This is definitely O of n. Ooh, but this is O of n. This should be just O of n overall, right? I think. Yeah. You could do a 2-pointer thing, right? Once you run into a value on the right side, you start incrementing left side until you hit another vowel, and then but you don't just swap them. That last one's going to become the first one, right? Oh wait, what if you did this, right? You found the one on the end, right? You took the first one and you swapped, right? Actually, no, that would be correct. Wait, no, it wouldn't. What am I thinking of right now? Let's pull up TL draw. Where'd my TL draw go? So if we had LE, whoa, new mouse comes in Monday. Just remember that. Right? So this isn't this. So we would have a pointer, or sorry, we'd have a pointer here, and then I'd move this in, and we go here. Don't care about this. Now, ideally, what we want is we want it to be reversed, right? So this would go here. This would go here. This would go here. and this would go here. So so these two do switch, and those two switch. So if it's even, if there's an even amount of vowels, you just do switches. Now what would happen if the word was L-E, was LeetCode, right? And so we have pointer here, pointer here. We still want to swap, right? But if we have a pointer here, oh wait, you just leave it. So I can just do a 2-pointer and swap, right? So let's try that. So what is it? Left is equal to 0, right is equal to the length of S. Well, here, let's do S array. -1. While left is less than. Right? We want to say, okay, if S array at left is equal. Oh, I should have left my. Actually, can I? If this is in vowels, right? So this is a vowel here. And, oh, actually I could do, if this is in vowels, and if S array at right is in vowels. Right, then we can say temp is equal to S array at left. And then we can say that S array at right is equal to, oh, no. Right? Else, if the right isn't in here, then we say right plus equals 1. Else, left plus equals 1. Right? Then we just return S array dot join. List out of range. Why left is less than right? Oh. Sorry, minus equals 1. Why is this a time limit exceeded? Oh, because I still... If they're both... If this is true, then we also want to do... Move both in one, right? This work? Nice. Yeah, I like that. I like that one. Two-pointer approach. Damn. 2 pointers, 2 pointers, 2 pointers. I mean, am I not the GOAT? Am I not the GOAT? Hold on. Oh wait, I'm gonna check those DMs real quick. 1 second. Okay. Let's do one more. Oh, I have to submit that. I have to submit that so it goes to my my GitHub. I can feel the copy strike brewing. Beautiful. Okay. Given an input, asked to reverse the order of the words. A word is as a sequence of non-space characters. The words in S will be separated by at least one space. Return a string of the words in reverse order concatenated by a single space. Note that S may contain leading or trailing spaces or multiple spaces between words. I can already think of a brute force way to do this. You start looping until you find a character, and then you just keep adding those characters to the same index. Like you append that character to the array, and you access that array at that index, and you keep appending characters to that string until you hit a space, and then you don't append to that index. You increase the index until you hit another character, and at the end we can just reverse the array of strings and then return a dot join on the array with a space between every word in the array. So we can say, what do we want? This is a string currently, so we want a result array, and we want to say okay. Also, I want to say S array. It's always better to work with an array. S array is equal to S as a list. So for index, we can just do for index and range for the length of S. Is it? Yeah, I think this is good. Do we have to do -1? I don't think so. Because it's not inclusive. So for index and range of this, we want to say, okay, if this array at index and also I want a array index, right? So I want to say, okay, if this is equal or not equal to, sorry, if this is not equal to a space, then we want to say S at array index dot append Or what? We want to say if um well, if index is at 0, we want to say, is it bigger than the current index? If not, so if the length of this is less than, or sorry, not greater than, which would be less than the array index. So if we have one element in there, right? So the length is 1, and we're at the index of 1. We want to increase it, yeah. Then s dot append, right? Else s dot array at this index, but not append. It would be at this index plus equal of. Sorry, this would not be. This would be res. And then if this is a space, right? No, that's not how that's gonna work. We want like a flag, right? So if we originally hit like a space off the bat, we don't want to change the index. And if we hit a letter, the only time is once we have already done this and hit a space, right? How will that work? I guess you could say if the last character was so if index is not equal to 0 and s array at index minus 1 was not a space, right? Meaning it was a character, then we want this flag to equal true. Meaning we've completed a word. Or I can just say index plus equals 1, right? Because like in this example, we hit this, and then we hit this, and we just say, we go all the way here, and then we go here. And we say, okay, if this was in a space right here, and we're at here, then, you know, go. But then if there was another space right here, Okay. And at the end, what are we returning? It's like this, right? Dot join res. But I want to do oh my god. Dot reverse. Res dot reverse. So we initialize res. We make an array out of this. We set an index and a flag, which we don't need the flag actually. So we set an index equal to 0. So for index in range of the length of this, we say, okay, if this is not equal to a space, which it's not, if the length of res is less than the array index, which actually is less than or equal to, right? Because if array index is originally 0 and the length of res is 0, we want to append it. And if we're at index 1 and the length is 1, yeah, okay. So that's good. Else, res at this index plus equals s array at whatever index we're at. So this is, yeah. Let's try. Okay, what happened? Oh, where's it append this and then res and then do this? Right? Okay. But this isn't putting them all in their own stuff. Wait. It's because I was doing that. There we go. Who is he? Who is he, man? That was a medium. Piece of cake that was. Wow, we just murdered those, I won't lie. What was that? 34 minutes for an easy and a medium, and I redid the first one for a more efficient solution? That's crazy. Crazy. I always hate doing stuff like this, like hard checking. There's got to be an easier way to determine when to increment, right? Maybe you can do something where, oh wait, you know what? I think I can do a flag. I think I can do a flag is equal to false. Right? And then if it's this, then flag equals true, right? And then if flag. See, the only issue is if you hit a space right off the bat. So maybe I just set it as true as first, right? So if flag equals false, array index plus equals 1. How does this work? Or how about if it equals true? So originally this is false. Right? So if we hit a character, if we hit a like a space right away, right? It's not going to trigger. Maybe I don't even need this here. It's not going to trigger because it's true. Right? Because it's false, sorry. And the second we hit a character, it sets it true. So like, it set it true here. We go through, it keeps setting it true. Right? And then the second we got to here, I guess we would set this back to false, right? We'd say flag equals false. Because if it equals true, increment it, and then if we hit a space and then we set it to false and it comes back through, it just keeps hitting this. Let's try that. I like that better. And you know what I can do, actually, is if it equals true, I can set it false in there. Is there a way I can only set this true once? I don't think so. How does that go down if I'm doing less checks? That's funny. Okay. Sick. Look at us go. And that makes this look a whole lot better. I like it. I wonder what happens on because we resubmitted I mean, for instance, we resubmitted this one a few times. So is there multiple submissions in here? Nah. Anyway, I think it just rewrites an old submission. Do you like resubmit? Huh? Cool. Okay. I am going to call it here. Yeah, like I said, gonna just think of some new approaches for, you know, new plans for where what direction we're headed in. So I don't know whether that's working on like a SaaS type of thing, going back to freelance. Um, you know, and all this would all, like I said, be on the side of not on the side, but on the side, I would be still, doing the classic throwing applications into a what feels like a hole, but it worked last year. I don't know why it's not working this year, so I'll probably might pay for someone to look over resume or something like that and make sure it's fine. Um, and yeah, that's the plan. I need to look at my classes. I really haven't put much attention into them, even though they just started, but I need to be on top of that. So tomorrow we'll probably spend some time getting a basis on just how we want to approach the semester. So yeah, today was great. I mean, nailed those 2 questions. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye.